everybody and welcome back to my channel. For today's video I'm going to be filming my absolutely most requested video on my channel. So many of my friends and viewers and all of you guys that follow along with me on this makeup journey ask me how to put on false eyelashes, and I'm actually ashamed that I've not filmed this before now because it's just never one of those things like that I remember to film. Like, I come up with all these creative ideas and then I realise that I have to go back to the basics because not everybody knows how to put on false eyelashes, and to be quite honest they're bloody difficult. Like, I know makeup artists that can't even apply their own false eyelashes. Like, they are tricky. But in today's video I'm going to break it down for you. I'm going to show you my tips and tricks on how to do it because obviously I wear false eyelashes every day and I've got a little routine down now which makes it so easy, and any of you, I promise any of you will be able to apply your own false eyelashes. Just watch this video, go through the steps and then practice, and I promise that on your next night out when this isolation's all over you'll be looking fine with your false eyelashes on. So if you want to see how to apply false eyelashes then just keep watching. So I've zoomed the camera in as far as it will go, and what you'll need to be able to apply your own eyelashes is firstly a pair of tweezers, and then you will need an eyelash glue. Now I like using the Duo eyelash adhesive in this blue colour here, this is the best one. And then you'll need a set of eyelashes. So I'm reusing ones which I've worn before, but obviously if you're using fresh ones, make sure you take them out of the packet and cut them down to size, and then if you're reusing them, make sure that you're taking all the glue off and mascara off and everything and have a nice clean set of lashes to reapply sort of every time really, because it's going to make it a lot easier. So to start off with, what I will do is I will get a flat surface. So for example, I will just get a flat surface and I will just pop a little bit of glue. So then I will just leave it sat on that surface for a few seconds just to start letting it dry a little bit so that it's tacky when we're using it. So in between letting that starting to dry and actually putting my eyelashes on, I will apply a mascara. The one I've used today is Legendary Lashes by Charlotte Tilbury, which is one of my absolute favourites. And then once that's a bit dry, I will take the centre of my eyelash. So I will hold the tweezers in the centre of my lash like that. I will take this and then I will literally dip the band in the glue. I just find this so much easier than trying to put the glue. So like a lot of people you will see will get the glue like that and they will try and put it on here like that, and I just find that that is so messy and you end up bleeding a lot of the glue into the actual hairs of the lashes, which you want to try and avoid. So by popping it on the surface and then dipping the eyelashes in, you get it just concentrated on the actual lash band. Otherwise, I find that if I do that method I said before where some people take the glue directly and put it on, I find that I get a lot of bleeding into the lashes and that'll just end up ruining your lashes. So yeah, we try not to do that. So again, waiting a few more seconds, probably like 30 seconds. Obviously, I do the crazy waving around thing. Trying to get it to dry to almost dry. So you want it to be like tacky. You don't want it to be wet because if you put it on straight away wet, you're gonna find that the lash is gonna slip around and move around a little bit. So once I've waited even longer for that to dry, so I'm gonna try and do this for you while doing it on myself, obviously. You want to look down slightly. You want to take the eyelash and I will literally just attach it to the center of my eyelid like that. So the rest of it is not stuck down yet. I'm literally just balancing it in the middle. And then once I'm happy with where it's positioned, I will take the outer part of the lash here and I will place that in position like that. And then I will take the inner part of the lash here and put that in position. And then we're going to do the exact same thing with the other lash. So I'm dipping my eyelash into the glue. Waiting a few seconds for it to dry. And then dropping that lash right in the centre of the lid. So it's just balanced on. And then moving the outer part. And then positioning the inner part of the lash. So what I tend to do then is once I've positioned the lashes in place and where I want them, as they're starting to dry, I will go over and just make sure that they're sticking down properly. So I will literally just gently press them in to the lash line. Because sometimes what can happen is they can become a little bit unstuck, which is obviously what we don't want. So as they're drying, just make sure to keep pressing them in. So once your eyelashes are fully dry and they are stuck on and they are in place, it's now up to you whether you want to apply a little bit of eyeliner. So obviously before I stuck on my eyelashes, I'd done a liquid eyeliner anyway. But what it is nice to do is once you've stuck your eyelashes on, if you're not wanting to wear any liquid eyeliner, is just to take a tiny little bit and just go over your lash band anyway. Really, really close. Don't go onto the skin, just cover your lash band, and that'll just get rid of any glue. It'll disguise the fact that you're wearing false eyelashes and everything like that. So that's a nice little tip for you guys to do. But yeah, and then usually what I do is I'll just pop a little bit of mascara on top of them just to blend them in with my natural lashes, because the last thing you want is a gap from where your natural lashes are to where the false eyelashes are. So just mascaraing them, your natural lashes and the fake eyelashes together, is just a good way of helping to disguise them. And also, because obviously I've got a lot of eye makeup on, sometimes once you've got the false eyelashes on, you can't see them as well, so you can just add a little bit more length with mascara. So that is basically how I put on my false eyelashes, step by step. It is so much easier than you think it is. So if you haven't tried putting on false eyelashes before, now's your chance to try while in this quarantine. As I've said a million times already, like, now's the time to practice, which is why I really wanted to get this video up for you, because this video has been so requested. Like, so many of my friends have asked me, and so many of my viewers have asked me to film a video on how to put on false eyelashes, because it seems easy and then you try and do it and it's maybe not quite as easy if you don't know how, and a lot of people don't have the time to just sit there and practice putting on false eyelashes, because that's one of the things I always say to my customers and friends and stuff, is like, you just need to sit there and practice, but we don't normally have the time. However, now we do have the time. So I hope that this is helpful and gives you that sort of nudge in the right direction to try false eyelashes, because they are a nice addition to your makeup when you're going out in an evening, or if you've got a special occasion coming up, it's nice to have them. And yeah, I hope I broke it down simple enough for you. It really is as simple as the steps which I've just shown you. So now you know all the tips and tricks. You should be able to put on your own false eyelashes, but it might just take a little bit of practice to get going, that's all. So I guess the key things I want you to take away from this video is make sure that your glue is almost tacky before you put on your eyelashes, because if you put it on too wet, it's gonna slide all over the place. And initially, don't try and stick the whole lash down at once. Stick the center down and give that a couple of seconds to dry a little bit, and then stick one side down and then stick the third side down. Don't try and like tackle the whole lash into position the first time, because that's when you're going to come into a little bit of trouble. So as always guys, thank you so much for clicking on this video. Again, I hope it was helpful. Let me know what you want to see down below. Any questions you've got about eyelashes and how to apply them, leave them in the comments down below in case I've missed anything. And yeah, thank you so much for watching, and I will look forward to seeing you in the next video. Bye!